In order for any country to flourish, the basic needs of its people must first be met. Under apartheid, people went hungry and thirsty because the majority of people did not have access to food and water. And without the support of social grants, they often didn't have the money to afford these basic needs, and the people in charge didn't really care. Unlike in the past, our constitution recognizes that if these basic needs aren't met, people will be unable to exist and lead decent lives. So it protects these needs by giving people rights of access to food, water, and social security. Government must ensure that everyone eventually gains access to safe, sufficient, and affordable food and water, with a special obligation to the most vulnerable, like children, the elderly, and the disabled. As a practical example, the government has a huge schools feeding scheme, feeding 9 million learners daily. Over the past 20 years, the number of people able to access safe drinking water has increased by over 20 million people. Despite these advances, South Africa still has issues providing both food and water. Currently, 10% of us still have to get our water from streams, dams, springs, water carriers, and tankers, and this water is often unsafe to drink. The Constitution also requires that people who can't support themselves receive social assistance. These are social welfare grants, like the pension and the child care grant given to the most vulnerable. Over the last 20 years, the state has managed to provide social assistance to more and more people. 17 million people received social grants in 2017, a massive increase from the 3 million who received them in 1997. Despite these improvements, many people still struggle to access the social welfare grants to which they are entitled. Rostam Somi explains how access to social security helps people lead more dignified lives and how people can access these rights. I got this pension grant in 2010. When I got this grant, I had 10 children at home plus 10 grandchildren. So in total, there are 20 of us. So I'm always busy. This government money is very important to me in an amazing way. I appreciate it and I'm grateful for it. When you are hungry and have nothing, you can get this money and be able to eat with your children. Our constitution also recognizes that providing everyone with sufficient water, food, and social security is too complex and costly to do all at once, which is why it only requires that the state take steps that ensure that more and more people can access these rights over time.